If you mine ETH for a profit, you might be downright angry at a certain Ethereum Improvement Proposal, EIP for short, that is set to shake things up in regards to how the network deals with gas fees. The EIP 1559 that will most likely be implemented in the next hard fork of the Ethereum network radically changes how gas fees and miners' rewards work. But it also does more than that. For a quick rundown on how the current gas fee pricing works the way it does, you should go and watch this other video there in the corner. But suffice to say that it is basically an auction where the highest bidder will go first, meaning the miners will validate transactions with the high fee tags first. And if your transactions are on the low paying end, well, too bad. You'll be waiting in line to have your coins transferred, airdrops claimed, yields farmed, and so on. And it can take a long time until all prices settle down and your transactions go through, as we are seeing with DeFi becoming more and more popular, causing congestion in the network and therefore inflating gas fee prices. So enter agent EIP 1559, doing a lot of things. So hang on. First, it sets out to increase the gas limit on each new block from 12.5 million gas to 25 million. That's double the block size, which in itself will most definitely help with congestion. But it also introduces something called a base fee, which is a minimum gas fee of a given block that is adjusted automatically for every consecutive block, depending on how congested the network is. So if a block has a base fee of 10 GUI and it fills up more than 50%, and with DeFi we know that that's a given, the next block will have its base fee increased to try and lower congestion. And what happens if the opposite is the case, where the block is less than 50% full? Then on the next block, that base fee will be decreased in order to maintain balance. These increases and decreases will happen in increments of 12.5% per block. So spikes in prices are smoothed out and even predictable. It will take the base fee 20 blocks to be 10 times its initial price. Aside from that, wallets will have an easier time telling its users how much a transaction would cost, as it would be all done automatically with the base fee information given by the network. There will be seldom any need to set up gas fees manually anymore. What you will be able to do though, in order to get a transaction through as soon as possible, is to set a higher miner's tip, yet another new concept courtesy of EIP 1559. See, with how things work today, miners get to keep not only the block rewards when validating transactions, but also the entire gas fee. That is why it is so profitable to mine ETH in the midst of the DeFi party. More fees equal more high fees, equal even more high fees, and so on. And that is also the reason why I haven't been able to upgrade my graphics card. Everyone and their dogs want a piece of the cake. So now comes the reason why miners are not too thrilled with EIP 1559. With its implementation, miners will only receive the block rewards and the miner SIP, because the whole base fee will be completely burned. You heard that right. Not only will this burning address the fear of miners artificially inflating base fees, but it will also make ETH more scarce, inevitably making existing ETH more valuable. So sure, miners will make less profit, but on the other end, crypto will be more accessible. Will EIP 1559 solve gas issues once and for all? No, it won't, but it will help. And with the increasing numbers of developments of new layer 2 and cross-chain solutions, we will see solid improvements on this front. Are you angry or excited? Maybe a bit of both? Come to our Discord and let's talk about it. Link in the description. I'll see you next time.